Mike McDermott, the Atlantic football coach, going into a Week 10 for the first time in almost 20 years here at Atlantic, taking on West Marshall. And first things first, just one of those kind of unusual weeks for obvious reasons, as we all know.
Yeah, Steele McLaren gets into an accident, and we had a few guys around him in that instance, and so we're trying to put the pieces back together, so to speak, just like Steele's trying to put his pieces back together in reality.
So what's the mood been at practice this week?
Well, this week, Monday we had to kind of take the day off and let the dust settle a little bit. We met with our team, talked about a few things, kind of painted a picture of a vision of what we wanted to happen this week and how we were going to get there. And then we let our guys just go hang out with each other. That's really important. They've been doing it all year, but this was a little bit different instance. So, and then Tuesday got back to work, just like Steele's making progress. He got through surgery. He's making his own progress. That's exactly the way we're trying to approach things. Is trying to get better as well.
So, who will be taking over his position then this week?
Well, with our D tackle position, we've rotated quite a few guys and trying to keep bodies fresh. So Devin McKay will be our starter, but Noah Van Deventer's played there a lot this year in substitute situations. You also see Miles Mundorf play there as well.
Okay, so definitely some depth there, and that's...
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. But now we have to talk about the team that you'll be facing, which is West Marshall, and they're, I believe, 7-1 coming into the game. They played a pretty good schedule. I know that probably the weakest team they played was actually the 4A team, Cedar Rapids Jefferson, which didn't win a single game this year. Weren't very good. But everybody else was really good, I guess, that they faced for the most part. And, that's number one thing you got to be concerned about is, just the quality of the rest of their schedule.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody at this moment is good now.
Yeah.
We're getting to that point where everybody's good, and West Marshall is no exception. They're built a little bit like us, except they're much bigger than us. I think they got a 6'4", 6'5", 290 tackle who can really do some, bulldozing for them and move the ball on the ground for them. But, they're the same team, same colors, same nickname. West Marshall Trojans, they wear black and gold, and they want to run the football kind of like we do. So we look for it to be a low-scoring game.
All right. So, and given your defense, that's... very possible that it could be a very low-scoring game.
Well, we hope so. Our defense has got to get some 3 and outs. We talked to, we're not the biggest, and if we're out there for an 8, 9, 10 play drive, that really wears us down. So we got to get some 3 and outs, get off the field, and let our offense, move the chains.
You've probably seen their tape, and I'm sure a number of different players from their team stand out.
Definitely, they got a nice running back and a junior Pope kid, and he's not super tall, but boy, he can run you over, and that's what he likes to do in the open field. If you're not going to form tackle him, he's going to make you pay, and he can break some tackles. They got a sophomore quarterback who does a nice job of just getting them in the right sets, managing the game, handing the ball off. And then they have a Division II tight end DN, number 40, and an Evertson kid who's just tenacious off the edge. So he's going to be somebody we have to definitely key on.
Yep, and we'll see where that goes. What about their defense?
Well, their defense, they run a 3-front, and their 3 big guys are right up front with 5 linebackers behind them. They want to run the football and create a lot of havoc. So for us, we're going to try to maybe get to the edge. Try to move the ball a little bit on the edges, and then maybe soften them up and try to hit it in the middle. But with their size, they're just so big. We're not going to be able to hang our hat on just every time trying to run between the tackles.
All right, so we'll see how that plays out. What about your quarterback situation? You know, we of course Steele's brother Garrett being the quarterback. I'm sure he's had his mind on obviously other things. His brother, but talk about how that's progressing.
Well, Garrett's, trying to battle through it. He's trying to battle through both, the injuries to his brother as well as trying to play quarterback. And, right now I think he's doing an admirable job. He's going to start for us. But, the one blessing kind of in disguise here is Caden Anderson is back and he's healthy. So I look to see maybe a little 2-quarterback system again, something that we did midway through the year. Caden has a good job of getting that ball on the outside and to the edge through the air. So we're going to use him this week.
And then, of course, Lane Nelson, if something does crop up that he needs to be used.
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
We hope not. But
we hope not. That's right.
That he can stick with kicking, and he's done a good job of that. So,
yes.
What about the rest of your offense? How's that going to be dealing with the 3 front that you talked about?
Well, for our, offensive line, we're going to have to, mix up the snap count, keep their defense off guard a little bit. The quick hitters up the middle are going to be okay, but we just can't do it, play after play after play. So there's going to be a lot of misdirection, working outside on the edge, working inside quick, and then we just got to keep their defense on their heels.
All right. Well, we'll see where that goes, and of course, you have the pass game to turn to with Colin Mullinex if needed. He's over 1,000 yards now career.
Is that right?
Well, that's what they were saying.
That could be. He's done a great job for us, and he just does a great job of putting his body into a position of catching the football and going up and getting it. And we're going to need Colin to do that this week for us too.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens there. 3 keys to the game.
Well, we visited about it a little bit. Our offense has got to move the chains. We don't have to score every time, but we've got to flip that field position. Our defense needs to get some 3-and-outs, and then special teams wise is where we've really got to play field position, and we need some kick returns, some punt returns to flip that field position.
All right.